Hello everyone, my name is Matisse Matchett, and today I'm going to tell you about some new additions that we made to our game. So, to start off, for this level, we have a few power-ups that were added to this level. And I would also like to point out that the shot was changed. Let me change that real fast. And I will be doing most of these levels with immortality on. So for the first start of this level, we have this power up here, and it is a damage perk that increases your damage for 30 seconds. So as you can see, it has the light on it, flashing red, showing that you indeed have the perk, and also it does a lot of needed damage to get rid of some of these enemies at the very start. And then there is a couple more power-ups that I wanted to show you. So this power-up actually gives you a shield to block yourself from any damage, and you can still attack the enemies. So we'll move on to this one over here. Destroy these. Then I will show you the last part of this level. So, same as before, gives you a little shield. With the many bullets coming at you. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reset and move on to the next level. Or actually, I'll just go ahead and kill all right. Continue. So, for the arena, the only small change that was done to this level is they took out the spawners and just have the enemies. So, in a way, it kind of makes it easier, but at the same time, it's a lot harder because they're all rushing at you at once rather than just consistent enemies. But there you have it. So I'm going to go back to the menu and I will show off the gas chamber. Okay. So for the gas chamber, the newest additions were the size change of the arena entirely. So that way gives the player a little less room to have to run around in, and it also makes it a little bit harder because the enemies are a bit closer to you and there's a lot less room to hide from. But there you have it for the gas chamber changes. I'll go ahead and move on to another level. Okay, we can go ahead and move on to the space exhibit. So the changes here, where they added in a new enemy, which is this guy right here. Totally new enemy that we have. Really good design, I thought. And we have some tutorial volumes that the player can step over and see the text. Enemies earn you XP. One thing that I also wanted to point out in this level is the leveling up. If you go to abilities, and then you can use all of these, and then you can use them by simply just using the tab button, and you can toggle between the two, and then just use them using the mouse pointer for the dash or the slow motion. But I will show you that in combat a little later. There was also some level design changes. Some over here for the new doors. Doors are different, and we also have a gas protection bubble. So this will be used a little bit more in the future once we have worked on this level a little bit more. But basically that's the changes for this level. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. I will go ahead and move on to the turret platform. So, for the turret platformer, the newest changes is, before here you could just jump over from the rail over here, but now there's a gate that you will have to find a switch for. So we will come over here, and as you can see in the objectives, that's one of our objectives. So you will jump from the rail over here, and there are a lot of enemies that you will have to take out. Try to take out the spawners as fast as possible. And there will actually be 2 switches that you can acquire. There's a switch over here. That once you hit that switch, you can see in the objectives, you have completed unlocking the gate. And I'll go ahead and show you this other one over here. Oh, another perk that a new addition to our game overall that we have added is as you can see, the power-ups for the droppables that the enemies dropped, they will hover to you, just like the coins and the health bars. Alright, and over here we have the last one. So you can either choose to come down here and get this one, or you can go up there. Either way, it's a new addition to the level to add a little bit more length. We'll come back over here. But essentially that was it for this level, for the new changes. There's a little bit that I wanted to add in from over here. I noticed that this is different. This turret fires a little bit less aggressively. And then this little thing with all the coins is added. This isn't different, I don't think. And then this part over here, I don't think anything was essentially different, but let me go ahead and end it right here. And we'll move on. At the end of that, after you traverse those blocks, there's a teleporter that will give you this little menu right here. We'll go ahead and move on to Maze Ablaze. That is actually a brand new level. So I will go ahead and show off this whole level. Basically, it's just a small maze, and you want to just traverse your way around the enemies and get to the very end. Kind of make a circle there. I'll make my way over here. Excuse me. But basically we want to make our way up there to that globe force field. And then that will be the end of the level. There you go. And then factory. There's a few things I wanted to cover. The camera works and the player works. But basically what we had planned for right here was a door and a switch. The player would be able to shoot the switch. And in here there is some enemies. The enemies are not shooting the player currently, and we are still working on that. But basically I was going to have a switch there, and then the player would shoot the switch, come over here, kill the enemies, and then there would be a switch hiding behind some barrels. But it'd be simple for this first part, and then you'd find the switch, open this door, and then destroy these enemies and find the next switch, which would be in a harder location to find. Activate the switch, and then same with this room. And that is all I have to cover. Thank you for listening.